Alright tubers, so we're back at it. The tires are still holding air. It's been 2 days now. So that's cool. The gas tank has had time to do its work. So we're gonna go ahead and drain all that stuff out. I went to the cycle center and got some things that we need. Fuel line with a little filter. Definitely gonna need that. Gear oil. So we're gonna change the oil. Some cleaning supplies. We're gonna need to clean the bottom of the engine and stuff, and brushes. So now we're up to $60 total spent on this build between fuel line, fuel filter, oil, cleaning supplies, the WD-40 rust remover soak. So we're gonna go ahead and drain this out. This video should be better quality. I apologize. Last time I did it in 720 by mistake. So moving forward, this should be a little bit better quality. It's really tough for you guys to see in here, but it's not bad. Turned out pretty good. And that's as best as you guys are going to be able to see it. Not bad. I've seen worse. We can definitely roll with this. So we're going to move forward. All right. So next thing that we need to do, we got to get the petcock off. And I really don't want to break it, but I did soak it in some WD-40 to kind of loosen it up. I think I'm going to grab a adjustable wrench, hold on here, and try to break that loose. Nice. Hell yeah. Alright, well, gas will not flow through that. Next, I got to get this off. This is a delicate operation. I don't want to break this. I have a feeling if I just tap it with a hammer, it might come loose. That looks great. So now I have to figure out how to take this apart without breaking it. That's gonna be fun. So I'm using some degreaser. I'm gonna throw this whole thing in there. This looks like all these little tiny ports are completely clogged. All right, so the underside is in need of some cleaning. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna drain the oil out first. I think that right there would be the drain bolt. That might be something there too, I don't know. I have to clean it up real quick and see what I'm working with. I think it's pretty clear that that is the drain bolt right there. The one that I initially thought was the drain bolt might be something else. Alright, so it's a 19 millimeter. That's interesting. Look at that. That oil looks really good. What? That's surprising right there. I mean, I really didn't know what to expect, but I didn't think it was going to look like that. I think if I take the cap off where you fill it in, it might drain out faster. Yep. There we go. Doesn't smell very good. It's not black and dirty. That's a good sign. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to take it out anyway. I think it might be a screen, because I don't think this thing has an oil filter. Alright, more oil coming out of there. Oh, it's like sludge. Ugh. Sometimes you run into things like this, but I don't think it's terrible. But if you look on there, you can see aluminum at the very top where the hex is, right in that area. That's probably some of the threads from the case. But at least it's not on the whole screw itself, it's just on one little area. I'm gonna get everything back together so I can start cleaning this thing. For the second bolt, I took that aluminum piece off and I put a little small amount of this gasket maker on there. Should help. I don't think we're in bad shape though. I think what we have going is pretty good. We're not gonna go crazy tight on this. The chain needs some cleaning. I think I see the master link, so I'm gonna pop that off. That's the master link. Just like a little plastic. I now cleaned and reinstalled the chain. Also cleaned the sprocket. I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and lube it up as well. I'm gonna keep the adjustment right where it is, because I don't know how much it's gonna sag with the suspension. What I noticed was really cool, and I'm glad I didn't have to replace this chain. Everything says made in Italy. It says right there, made in Italy. And when I was at the cycle center getting the supplies, I talked to a gentleman who knew enough about these to tell me what it was. The guy at the cycle center said some Italian word. It's actually Mariachi or something like that. I can't quite pronounce it. But he said it's a Italian-made Harley Davidson. And that's what it is right there. I am going to go in my backyard and give this thing a good wash. Just a baseline clean to get all this grime off. I want you guys to get a good look at this thing out in the sun. Now that I just established the baseline cleaning of it. Oh man, it really turned out good. The wheel, especially the rear, I mean it's shining now. Alright, now we're going to move on to brake adjustment. So the rear brake is adjusted by this whole mechanism here. We've got a lever, we've got a dowel, we've got a rod that goes through it, and then we have this nut here. Basically, this goes way too far. On top of that, the rear brake light switch is not actuated at all, so we want it up like that. We have all this movement here, that's no good. What we want to do is pull up on the brake lever, and there's all that movement and all that slack. The brake really doesn't start to actuate until about there. So we're going to want to screw this in. Spins free and stops. We could probably even afford to go a little bit more. Make sure it still spins. Boom. Now, this lever's in the up position right now. That's what we're looking for right there. There is complete separation there. So that's where I'm going to leave it for now. See that action? Boom. So the front's going to be similar, but it's going to be a cable. I already see that there's this jam nut that is kind of not where it should be. It should be screwed into that piece right there. Cable's not in the best shape, but that probably shouldn't be doing that. Looks like we're going to need an adjustment there. So we're actually going to tackle that first. I didn't expect that, but we're going to go ahead and take care of that right now. I took the front wheel off. I kind of regret it because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get back on. But now that we're here, I took off the speedometer assembly. And that old lube is just not going to cut it. I'm going to have to clean all that off and put some new stuff on. This axle wasn't really centered either. So I'm actually glad I did this, but still, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get back on. I really didn't have much of a choice when it came to the front brake cable. It was completely seized up. I had to get rid of some of the frayed edges there. So I'm going to have to shoot some cable lube through there and hope it will work. So in adjusting the front brake, I kind of opened up a can of worms with that. This is a real pain in the ass to get back on, but it's back on now and it's lubed up. The speedometer, Jim Jam works. I had to remove the whole cable. That was completely seized. I have it here. I clipped off all the little frayed ends, at least a bunch of them, enough of them. And it's been soaking in WD-40 for a while. It's crazy because you can see the cable on the inside and it's just this spring that goes all the way down. And I think that's how like all cables are today, but they have, you know, this coating on the outside. So that's helping me out because I'm able to just go and kind of bend it and get the WD-40 in there. See that? You can see the cable inside. So I think with some time that'll loosen up and it'll working and I can put it back on the bike. The underside of the engine turned out pretty damn nice. Just with that quick wash, it could be cleaner. After having this thing sit for a while and some degreaser, it doesn't really look like we're gonna be able to reuse this filter. It's stuck inside the petcock. I think I'm to the point where I'm gonna cut it off. The petcock's now clean, installed in the tank on the bike. Basically, everything is good now. Turns. That's really good news. Gas flows through really good. So we're gonna go ahead and button this up and then attach a fuel line and hopefully ride it. Well, so that's going to be the end of this project for a little bit. Like I said, we need to get tires, we need to get a front brake cable, and then we need to get a speedometer cable. Lord knows where I'm going to find that, but there might be a website somewhere for these things. Cool little project.